Shapeshifter, let me catch a glance.
You've got questions and I've got answers.
You got life, love to push again.
This is a top hat full of questions from all of you, lovely people. There are a lot of questions in here, so I'm gonna just randomly draw some and try to answer as many as I can, as quickly as I can. Thank you so much for your questions. Okay, here we go. How did you like your tour in Russia? What was unexpected for you? What did you like more, Moscow or St. Petersburg? Russia was fascinating. It was my first time ever being there. I thought it was gritty and beautiful at the same time. What I loved most about it was how interested and attentive the audience was. They were so gracious and kind. I thought St. Petersburg was beautiful. All of the old buildings and museums and things like that. I look forward to going back really soon. Okay. You have a signature sound and vocal style. Well, thank you. Which favorite singer do you wish you sounded more like? Ray Charles, absolutely. But that's probably never, ever going to happen to me because I am a white woman. Have you got any advice to young musicians? What did you feel when you were starting your music career? The only way to learn how to do it is to do it. And it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me still. It's a lot to do all the time. I think my biggest advice is know that no one's going to do anything for you necessarily. No one's going to make your career for you. You got to get out there and bust your ass and do it yourself. Which Scottish, Irish whiskey is your fave? Well, I happen to love Scotch. I think my favorite, we were just in Scotland and we did a Scotch tasting, and I think my favorite was Ardbeg, which is new because I've always been pretty committed to Lafroig, but I think Ardbeg might take the cake. What's an album that you can and do listen to from start to finish uninterrupted? That's easy, any Beatles record. Will you send a shout out to my third graders at Sir John A. Macdonald Public School in Markham, Ontario, Canada, who love listening to your music on repeat while they work? Hey y'all, what's up? Make really good grades, study, do your work. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Should I keep going? Favorite type of alcohol? Can't choose. I like them all. No. What are other art forms you would be interested in partaking in? And if you don't want to partake, which of them do you enjoy observing the most? I would love to own a vineyard and make wine. I consider that an art form. It just seems like a wonderful life, living on a vineyard, taking care of grapevines, you know, just the whole process, and then finally at the end of it, you know, what an experiment, you know, how did it turn out, and taste it. I do love film too. They've listed here film, painting, dance, stuff like that. I love all of those things. I do paint a little, draw a little. I was so pleasantly surprised by how many people had questions and so many thoughtful questions. Thank you all so much for participating in the interview and just for being curious and listening to the music and being so supportive. Yeah. Okay.